Hi, this is Jeff Palucci with Miele, and today I'm here at Apt Appliance in Chicago. I'd like to show you one of our most famous products globally. It's called our Combination Oven Steamer, or Combi Steamer for short. You know, everybody likes steam. They like steam more than microwaves in many cases, but they have no clue how to use it. So we've created an interface to make it very, very easy. We call it M-Touch. It's very similar to your smartphone. It looks just like this. The top of the control panel is a glass control which controls everything inside the oven. You can see the oven is quite large, very bright, so you can see everything, and if you'll notice, trays are quite large, so there's not much you can't fit inside this oven. The oven itself is actually a full power oven and a full power steamer and a full power combination thereof. So there's nothing you can't do in here. Now when you go to the control system, I can light it up just by pressing this button, and you'll notice that my control panel comes on, giving me choices. Now, the system is designed so that anybody who knows how to cook can do anything they want manually, but it's also designed for somebody who really wants to cook with steam but doesn't quite know how to do it. And we call this Master Chef. And you'll notice if I hit this button right here called Master Chef, it simply gives me food choices, and I can then drive the oven by food rather than function. So instead of picking bake, I pick fish or something like that. But you know, we also have a very unique function that allows somebody to cook an entire meal at one time without having to know a thing about how to cook with steam, and we call it menu cooking. So I just mentioned a second ago that we have a function called Master Chef. You can see that here. Again, when I press the button, I can pick the food and the oven will do it for me. However, what I wanted to show you was a function called menu cooking, where we can cook an entire meal, again, without having to know how to cook. So if I go into a function called Special Modes right here, you'll notice in the upper left-hand corner I have something called Menu Cooking. And when I hit Menu Cooking, it is literally Master Chef times up to 3. So I can pick up to 3 foods and cook them simultaneously. So I'm going to go through a simple meal and show you what I'm talking about. So let's start by picking a fish. I happen to like salmon, so I'm going to pick salmon. I'm going to make it a tenderloin. They're going to be 2 centimeters thick. It tells me to grease the pan. So I've just told it that I want to cook salmon. I didn't tell it how to cook the salmon, I just said I want to cook salmon. But you know what? That's not my whole meal. So I'm going to add a food. But this time I'm going to add a vegetable. You know, the New Year's resolution, trying to make things really healthy. So I'm going to pick a vegetable, and let's make it asparagus. I'm going to pick green asparagus. I'm going to make them medium thickness, and I'm going to make them a little bit more al dente. So now I've programmed 2 foods. I still haven't told the oven how to do it, but I'm still hungry. I'm going to add a third food. I'm going to make it rice, but I'm going to make it brown rice, make it really, really healthy. There's my water to rice ratio. Now, it says start menu cooking. So what I've just done is I've put in 3 foods. I put in salmon, I put in asparagus, al dente, and then I put in brown rice to really max out my New Year's resolution. But I don't know which food to add first, and I don't know how long to cook each one, and I don't know how long it's going to take. But I'm going to let the oven tell me. So I'm going to hit start menu. What does it tell me? It says add brown rice. So I take my brown rice container, I put it in there, open the door, close the door, and hit OK. Now, it tells me the whole meal is going to take 28 minutes. It will then beep at some period of time and tell me when to add the second food. I don't know what the second food is going to be, but it does. So when it does, and it's ready, and it tells me to put in the second food, I open up the door, put the second food in there with the first food, then close the door. Several minutes later, it will beep and tell me to put in the third food. Those 3 foods will be in the oven at the same time and finish at the same time, meaning 28 minutes from now, my entire meal will be done at the same time, and I'm sitting down to a nice CombiSteam dinner.